So as winter of 2018 is getting closer to us, and I mean that by 11 to 12 months from now, but in relative time, that's pretty close considering other things, you really have to start looking at Disney and what they bought, which was of course Fox. And along with that came a few notable properties such as New Mutants, which of course has its movie coming out in just a few short months, and then of course the big X-Men film, which is X-Men Dark Phoenix. Now, when Disney bought Fox, they also bought all of those contracts and everything. So these movies that are Fox are being put out under Disney. All of that profit and everything is going to Disney now, which is something monumental. And of course, you have to start thinking about Dark Phoenix, since it is Fox's biggest movie that they were prepping for the next couple of years when it comes to budget. And of course, now all of that has been inherited by Disney, and to an extent Marvel, because they're the ones that are going to be handling the X-Men after that. From what we know now is that Dark Phoenix is one of these one-off deals, where Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, and James McAvoy all signed on to these one-film deals, kind of extensions of their former contracts. And that would honestly make a lot of sense. They stand to make more money without locking themselves in, so if they get way bigger in popularity, they can demand for more money. Now, here's where the problems and what the reports are saying starts to come into play. Now Disney is the owner, so if Disney so chooses to, if they try to renegotiate to continue this franchise, they would have to obviously pay up big bucks for these guys, instead of going out there and getting new actors and trying to go, I guess you could say a less foxy way, if that makes sense. Go less of a way that's already been done. You have to try to differentiate the franchise. If they stick with it, you have to bring these actors back, and that could possibly cost them a lot. So I guess the way you look at this is, how is this movie going to come out, and what's the box office going to do? Like, let's say this movie comes out and it does $900 million. Is Disney going to throw that away, really? Probably not. They're going to want to probably stick with it. This movie comes out, it bombs in reviews, and it doesn't make a lot of money. Reboot announced like 3 hours after the initial Thursday numbers come in, right? So it's going to be an interesting time to watch how these X-Men movies unfold. But from what's being said is that, it's by all accounts that it all depends on what Disney wants to do with it. And if they want to move forward with these same actors, it's going to cost them a lot of money.